videos sharing what I have been practicing. And yes, I hope you can enjoy this class as much as I do. And today class we're going to begin with some breathing exercise, just a belly breath. We're going to keep practicing that breath that is so important to calm ourselves down, to communicate to our nervous system that we are at ease, we are relaxed. So we're going to begin with that, and after that we are going to practice something that calls pleasure mapping. It's very simple. We're gonna start to doing some self-touch from the top of our heads all the way to our bodies, and then we are going to scan which areas are more sensitive and which areas aren't. We're gonna spend 1 minute or two touching those areas that are more sensitive, and maybe you feel like you can touch or tap into the areas that feel a little bit more numb. Okay, and again, we are not judging ourselves in today's practice. And any moment, whatever you find that is happening or is not happening, is just a way of communication and an invitation to be curious with ourselves and to just ask questions. Okay, so I would like that you welcome all of you today's class. All of you is received with love and tenderness. Okay, so first find a comfortable position. You can cross your legs or sit on your heels, and when you find you comfortable position, you can add some blankets, some pillows under, and our spine has to be straight, our shoulders back and down, our chin a little bit towards our chest. And from here, I invite you again to place one hand on your belly. I will place my one under. I like to touch my belly, my skin when I do this. So we're gonna exhale the air that is inside us now, and we're going to take a deep breath through our nose, and then exhale through your mouth. We're gonna do this once more. Inhale through your nose, and then we're gonna exhale through our mouth. Now we'll begin to direct our breath a little bit more. So this time I invite you to inhale through your nose again. And as you do this, you're going to open your throat, and the air is gonna go all the way to your belly. So your belly will expand like a balloon. And then in the exhalation, your belly will go inwards. way to check with ourselves if we're doing this exercise right. So as long as our chest is still, it's not moving, and what is moving is just your belly, raising up and down, we are making sure that we are practicing this deep belly breath. If you feel in any moment to exhale through your mouth and release some tension, some energy, go ahead and do that. It is good to make actually some sounds, because when we do that, we create some vibrations that send messages to our nervous system, to our vagus nerve, which is the biggest nerve that we have, saying that we are relaxed, we feel safe. You can also add to this breath. As you inhale, you can hold your breath at the top for a few moments, and then when you exhale, you just relax everything, your belly, your muscles, your face. And when we feel more relaxed, more connected to our breath, I will invite you to make an intention for this class. It's important to have intentions, because the intentions will guide our attention and energy to be in the right place. My intention, for instance, for this class is to guide you so you can connect to yourself, you can feel safe to explore sensations that may arise. So when you're ready, we're gonna release our hands on our legs again. We're gonna open our eyes gently. And now we're gonna explain you a little bit what the pleasure mapping is. So the pleasure mapping is basically you gonna grab your hands. We're going to start with our fingertips on the top of our heads, and from here we're going to run our fingertips along our skin. Okay, so we're going to do this very slowly, very intentional. Okay, and it doesn't matter how it looks like, or if you do it right or wrong. The only things that actually will Slicing our fingers. Our fingers will begin to touch our forehead first. And then they're gonna run through our cheeks, through our lips. You can make some circles as you do this, okay? And then we're gonna go through our neck. Doesn't matter how you do it, just allow yourself to be curious of your own touch. It's so important to spend time touching yourselves in this way. Something so simple that touching yourself with love and tenderness. Going to tell others to touch us, how to touch us, if we don't know how we would like to be touched first from us. We haven't explored this ourselves first. So sensual yoga is that time, it's offering this time so we can spend time with ourselves without judgments and to explore what we like and what we don't like. So now that I touch almost all my body with my hands, I will go back to the areas that today for me feels more, okay? And those areas were around my shoulders and neck. So I'm gonna spend a few minutes connecting to myself through this touch. Go to the areas that I didn't feel much, and I will tap onto those areas, okay? So for me today, the area that I didn't feel much was here. Like I pass my finger and I don't feel much sensation, so I just gonna tap in here. What we're doing here is just bringing awareness to our whole body through our touch, getting curious and exploring our own body, our own home. Okay, so now we're going to So for this, I would like that you sit on your heels if you feel comfortable off. And here we're gonna just practice just some hips going forward and back, but very slowly and very gentle again, okay? So if you have any problems with your knees, heels, you can place some cushions on there so it's safe for them to be like that. Or you can just come to our toes in a step, or you can just go and do cat-cow. So I will practice it like this today, and you can decide which one you will feel more comfortable, okay? So our legs are to the side, maybe the same size as my yoga mat. If you feel like expanding it more, you're welcome to do it as well. So it's very simple. We're going to lean a little bit forward. Hands gonna be spread wide on our floor. And from here, we're going to repeat or practice the same principles that we've been doing in last class as well. So our hips or our tailbone will go up to the sky, and then we're going to tuck our tailbone in, okay? So we're going to do this. So I will begin. So we're going to inhale. As we inhale, we're going to open our chest, shoulders away from the ears, look forward and maybe up, depends on your range of movement. And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck our tailbone under. And then like a wave, a low back, middle back, and upper back will arch like a rainbow. Chin towards the chest. Inhale, slowly, we bring in that tailbone all the way up to the sky. And open our chest, looking forward and up, microing your elbows. Exhale, everything contracts. Inhale, tailbone all the way up to the sky. Start opening your chest, shoulders roll back, look forward and up. Really exaggerate this motion, okay? And then as you exhale, can you pull your belly in, and your tailbone and all the rest of your body just follows this. If you think about, like, as we inhale, we open our belly, we expand that, and as we expand, naturally everything follows. As we exhale again, tailbone, tuck your tailbone under, and then contract, everything contracts. Like a cat-cow, same principle. Just in this moment we are in a different position. open your mouth as well. Beautiful. Now we're going to go back to the center and we're going to practice the frog pose. So it doesn't matter really how flexible you are or not. Just use your own range of emotion, okay? So here, I will invite you to lean forward and we're going to rest our bodies, our forearms in the yoga mat. And it's similar to cat-cow, but instead of having our feet pointing to the floor, our feet going to point to the sides. The alignment of this posture is that our heels are in line with our knees. Okay, you may gonna go out of the yoga mat a little bit. So if that is the case, just place, comfortable things under your legs so it doesn't feel so rough for your skin. And here again, we're gonna do the same principle. Our hips or our tailbone is gonna go up and we're gonna tuck it in, okay? Very slowly again. Welcome, rock forward and back as well if you feel like. Otherwise, you can stay in the same position, just going up and down, okay? I like to move forward and back. I always like to move in my practice. I never really stop moving or flowing. So here we are moving our hips. Why are we moving our hips so much? It's a lot of energy is stuck in our hips. Okay? A lot of obviously trauma, so whatever experience, everything, every emotion that we experience in our life is somewhere in our bodies, and usually that is in our hips. So as we're doing this, we're trying to move that energy to release, to create more space. So our bodies. Now I'm gonna just bring my hands pushing the floor rather than my forearms now, and I'm just gonna explore this as well in this posture. Here we are connecting to our sensual, to our senses, slowing down, communicating with our bodies. So sensual yoga is not like a yoga class, it's different, it's a new way of connecting to your awareness, to your body through the senses. And it really works with intuitive movement, so that's why everything that I am saying to you is optional, because the main focus is like creating this space so you can explore by yourself and see where you go. It's a self-exploration. On the sides, any sides, right or left. So here we're going to practice a move that we used to do in pole dance class. Okay, so we're just gonna go down to the side. Our bottom leg is going to be bent. Okay, so we're gonna bend the bottom leg. Our feet or our foot will be flexed, okay, and then this one is going to be straight. And I'm gonna give you some options, so you can be with all your hands, with all your body lying down, or you can bend your elbow and grab your head with your hands, and this hand will be your support, or you can be like with your hand straight and like that, okay? So whatever you choose, I will choose today supporting my upper body with my arm. I'm gonna bend my elbow, and this hand will give me some balance, okay? So I'm gonna just chill, like rest in my right hand, in my right arm, sorry. And here I'm going to start moving my leg back and forth. So this calls leg waves. Okay, it's basically we're gonna bring very slowly our leg forward. As I bring my leg forward, I'm gonna bend my knees and bring my hips back. So inhale, you send that leg all the way back. As you pass the middle line, you will bend it if you feel like. And then you bring your hips forward, your chest forward, and maybe look forward and up. So it's kind of the same movement that we've been doing. So I always incorporate this in my practice, as you can see. So as I bring my leg forward, I am arching my back here, right? And then as we exhale, we we bring that leg all the way back. We start open our chest for, look for, sorry, and then as we exhale, we bring this leg forward and contract like that, and then we inhale and we expand. We exhale and we contract. We inhale and we, okay? So find your own rhythm. Now, like more like expressing and moving my arms in the opposite side, but just explore, allow yourself to explore, to take space. Maybe you can toss your hair as you're doing this. Some noise, like allow yourself to do that. We have so much shame about our self-expression and noises and something so natural. That we are waking up is so healing. Our sexual energy, here we are working with our sexual energy, with the energy of the creation, the energy that made babies, are connecting to ourselves, connecting to that energy that is so repressed, and everyone has it in lots, tons, and because we don't have the space to actually express that, to be like that, yeah, we struggle, you know. If we kind of spend time every day connecting to that energy, connecting to ourselves, and that way we will live a way more free and creative life. But the problem is that our society is telling us that that's bad, that's not adequate, or whatever it is we have been told. We have been growing up with these ideas of that is dirty or whatever. Is not, like, it's so basic for us to live, and the only ways that maybe we want to connect with that, or we connect with that, is when we make love, right? But if we don't make love, or we don't have a partner, how we get that? Like, with self pleasure, but if we could do this and express ourselves and dedicate time just to feel ourselves, to feel this energy through us, it will be way more liberated for everyone in the world. So we're gonna switch sides. So again, we're gonna go and go to the side of our bodies. I will keep my forearm as a support, and then I'm just dropping kind of my upper body into my side body, and I'm gonna bend my bottom leg, the one that is in the floor, and this one is going to be free to move. So here we're going to begin with inhale, and then as we exhale, we contract, we tuck our tailbone under, arch our back like a rainbow, and flex your toes. Inhale, slowly, slowly bring that leg all the way back, and then exhale. Going to lie down on our mats now, and here we're going to just do a little, the last touch, I guess. So here we're going to place our hands under our body and palm facing down. Okay, so we elevate our hips a little bit so we have balance. So now we're gonna grab our legs, bend them, and bring them all the way up. Okay. So here we're going to start to grab one foot and slide that foot along our other leg. Very slow again. So here we want to connect to the sensation. With the sensations that we have. And here you can play how you do this. Okay. Continue your belly breath and try to naturally combine this movement with your breath. This is a practice, so if this is the first time that you do it, it's probably not going to be the perfect, but you have to be mindful that you started, that you start this process. You are dedicating time for yourself to connect to your own sensations. And you are creating this, no one else is doing it for you. So you can access to this all the time. Anytime that you need to feel this, you can just have 5 minutes of this and it will be medicine, magic. So not judge yourself at any point, please. However you are right now is what you have to learn to survive, right? So now, if we learn to be more aware of how we are, we have the choice to choose if we want to keep being like that or not. Remember that everything we learn, or everything right now, we learned it somewhere. Okay? So you can unlearn those things if you want, if they bother you. Now I'm going to release my legs to the floor and release my hands or my arms that went under my body. And here we're going to place one hand in our belly, one hand in our chest. We're going to absorb all the sensations that we have experienced today. And integrate all those feelings and emotions. But this is not a journey to get rid of your thoughts. This is an invitation to be curious about them, about the things that comes out during class or after class or during the day. We want to be curious where they come from, how we learn them, if they are aligned with who we want to be. As we more know ourselves, where we learn these things, for instance, or how we are, we gain our power back. Because we are not anymore innocent in our own reality. We actually taking charge, we taking responsibility of those things, and with their responsibility we can actually change them, okay? So we are not victim of our lives for us, that we have to deal with all this. No, we have the responsibility of our own lives, of our own decision, thoughts, experience, etc. So now we're gonna go back to the center and we're gonna sit in a position. You can roll to the sides, push with your top hand the floor, and come back to a seated posture. So I am so relaxed now. Thank you so much for practicing with me and for listening